in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork.com, and I know this is a pretty late unboxing for this device, but today we'll be unboxing the Lumia 820, which is the last of the 800 series variants for the new Lumia smartphones. The 820 was the first 800 series smartphone announced with Windows Phone 8. We've seen the 810, we've seen the 822, but this is the 820. Available on AT&T. You can see it's got white packaging and the orange AT&T labeling, if you will. It's got the photo of the phone on the back. I'm on the bottom, sorry. Opening this up, we have our Nokia pamphlet here with AT&T, kind of like a quick start guide. Our 820 here, we'll set that aside. See what else we have in the packaging. Open that up. Setting up your phone is fast and easy. Nokia Smart Setup. Get started. NFC tagging, so you can actually tag a device or something with NFC. You've got your Nokia product safety. You've got the new standard charger, and of course, micro USB cables. That's pretty much it there in terms of documentation needed for your device. And we can slide all this in here. So let's take a better look at our 822. I'm going to pull this out so you can see here it's got a removable back cover. It shows you how to remove the back cover. You have to push down through the camera and pull up from the side here. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works. And pull upwards. So we're going to pull up and see if we can pull this out here entirely. This is kind of tight. Yeah, it is. But in the process, of course, we have started the device. Okay. And we pull this out. So it's got a removable battery here, which we can take out. You can see you've got your SIM card slot. So your SIM card and your microSD slot here. So we're going to put in a SIM card, basically connected device. Our battery size is a 1650 milliamp battery. Of course, this has LTE on AT&T, so you can expand your memory, of course, here. Now, this comes with a rechargeable back plate, which you can either get a rechargeable back plate, you can get a hard cover, or you can just get different colored back plates. I'm going to take this off and show you how it looks like. So the back cover is plain plastic. Nothing's written on the back cover here. Cover this up. Now, in terms of the camera, you do have a Carl Zeiss lens camera. This is an 8 megapixel camera with LED flash, similar to the camera you had in the Lumia 800. Now, you have your power button here in the middle, of course, your volume rockers on the top, and of course your dedicated camera button. Now, this has a more rounded shape and feel compared to the other 800 series smartphones, unlike the Lumia 810 on T-Mobile, which had this very huge bottom lip with just a black bezel, and then of course the 822 on Verizon that has the rounded bottom. This has a more it has rounded corners and feels more like a standard smartphone. Now, the screen size is of course it's a 4.3-inch display. It is a ClearBlack AMOLED display, so it's not a high-def display. It's 800 by 400 WVGA. Of course, you can mention the camera. In terms of processing, you do have a 1.2 gigahertz processor, dual core processor, Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 processor. You've got 1 gigabyte of RAM in here. And in terms of storage, I believe storage amount is 8 gigabytes, of course expandable, but via microSD as we saw earlier. You've got that front-facing camera, which allows for video chat. You've got the AT&T logo there on the right-hand side, and it's Nokia on top. Your 3.5mm jack is on the top, and at the bottom here, you do have your microSD as well as speakers. So we are going to skip all this. Just quickly go through the setup process. We don't have a SIM card in here. Nokia recommended set up your phone. Eastern Standard Time. Today's date is December 19th. current time. I believe Snatch, you know what current time is?
1:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you. 1:14. And there we go. Yeah, well, of course we can always backup retrieve data if we want to, and we'll just sign in later since we don't have any SIM card in there for wireless settings, which we'll add one in there, of course, to do. We just want to see what the layout is and see if the apps differ in terms of setup compared to the 920, which is also an AT&T or any other AT&T apps installed to this. Now, in terms of weight, this feels comfortable. It's lighter than the 920, doesn't feel as bulky as the 920. And just to give you a quick comparison, you have the 820, you have the 920 here. You can see size-wise, of course, the 920 is larger. 920 is also slightly thicker, but weight-wise, the 920 weighs and feels much heavier. Of course, that's a full polycarbonate build. This, on the other hand, has the plastic back cover that encapsulates the device all around from the front edge all the way wrapped to the back of the device. Again, you can change your backplate so you can get a rechargeable backplate. You can get different colors. You can also get. Alright, so everything's been installed. Setup process has gone through. You can see you have the new start screen. You also have a slew of Nokia applications. City Lens, Nokia Maps, Nokia Navigation. You also have ESPN in there. You have a slew of AT&T apps from AT&T Code Scanner, so on and so forth. So we'll take a good look at the device. We should have the review up for you guys on Friday of the 820. So far, it looks pretty simple, straightforward. And that's pretty much it, guys. So if you have any questions or any comments about the Lumia 820 on AT&T, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to our pages on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. It's all Booredatwork with 2 O's. So this is Thunder E saying thank you and always enjoy entertainment.